I'm good, and you?
Oh, very well. Happy All Saints Day.
Thank you, thank you, and the same to yourself. Now we're live on Twitch today because last week we were talking about Twitch, but we were on Facebook, which seemed a little bit strange. So this week we're talking about Twitch on Twitch. I'm just going to go over to the page, and we are it's playing the advertisement at the moment. Now that's a point. Interviewing
Yes.
Val today, she tried out Twitch yesterday, and she's of the mind that now that you can go from Be Live to Amazon, there is no reason why Amazon authors can't go and talk about their books on Twitch. Yeah,
Yeah,
because the two are tied together. And it's a fantastic idea
it
that
is.
you got your book on Amazon and you want to promote it. Where else would you promote it but Twitch? What else would you use with Be Live? And but she was not best pleased. Shall we say that? Because when she went live on Twitch, she got an advert, and the advert was for a game,
Yes, I noticed that too.
and it wasn't her sort of game really. I think that's fair to say. So she made the point, which I can see, is that if Amazon want authors to go live on Twitch, there's no problem in showing them adverts, but like they do on Facebook, the adverts should be more targeted
I
towards.
agree.
Yeah. So there we
I
are. We've
ag-
got to move.
I agree because that happened to me when I went, and I noticed you've done about 30 lives now, which yay, good for you. But I have only done two. And I noticed that when I went on because the advertisement that came on, I was like, oh, this is so not me. And that's what I thought, the same thing that Val did. So hopefully, I mean, I understand that, it's a gaming platform, so of course that's what they're showing. And I'm sure in time, it will catch up that, these different type of shows like the talk shows and podcast category that we're in maybe could be a little more direct for talk shows and podcasts versus gaming. I mean, that's easy because we're all clicking that
Yeah.
category. That should,
Yeah.
I'm just talking out loud here, but it should be an easy thing to target for Twitch is to, okay, if they've clicked talk shows and podcasts, maybe we should send these advertisements in.
Well, it makes sense because we're more likely to buy. We're not going to buy a computer game, are we? Well,
I'm not going to, especially the one I saw.
the comments are working now, and Barbara is saying she just saw an advert too. And hello, Barbara.
Hi,
Nice to see you.
Barbara.
Now, this is the first thing. When you create a show on Be Live, the only thing you can do is type in your email address and choose your branding. Be careful when you choose your branding because we are now surrounded by a red border. Now, I did this on purpose this time round. Next week will be a more subtle color, but the color where you choose for your brand is the color of the screen. And I'll just uh, let's see if I can. You can get around it by going full screen like that. But
Yes.
essentially, the color you choose is the border you will get. Now, this was due to gamers who are actually using BeLive.tv, and they said, no, we don't want that drab brown BeLive background. We want to choose our own colors. So that's how it came about. And it means that we can experiment with different colors in the background when we actually go live. And it means it's a ready-made frame, really.
Yes. And my color that I chose when I went live was because my colors are kind of a green and purple. And so it's a sagey green, more of that dusty sagey green. And so that looked very nice as the background. But, I probably wouldn't have chosen the purple that I have or the bright green that I have for another show. But it's kind of nice because you can go in and just pick a color that maybe you want to use for Twitch. And it's like, if I'm on Twitch, I'm going to use this color and it looks really nice in your background. And like you said, just experiment.
Totally. And to everybody who's watching now, welcome. And if you were enticed here or attracted here by the message in Facebook Messenger, then thank you for joining us. And we are both live on Twitch, Cheryl and I, and enjoying it. we've only been here about a week, but I feel at home. Do you feel at home?
I do, and if I can share with you, watching David Burrows he has so much good information because he's been on here a while, and I popped on one of his shows, well, a couple of his shows, and met. I think I met his producer, and so we started following each other, and he sent me a few messages, kind of giving me some information. And what I enjoyed about the information he gave me is these are questions I wouldn't have known to ask.
Well, yeah,
because you don't know what you don't know, and so he was kind of giving me some information. I'll share that a little bit later in the show. Whenever it's. I just wanted to say that.
I shout out for David because he is brilliant and he shares his knowledge willingly and freely, and we all benefit from it. And just to say, David and I were talking about, we're doing the show on Tuesdays, and we were trying to find out a title. So if anybody's got any ideas for a talk show title, then please let us know. And Barbara's saying, Catherine is here and not seeing where to chat. Catherine, have you logged? Right, okay, so I'll just put that on screen. I think to actually chat, you need to be logged in. Two things. You need to be logged in, and because this could be the Wild West, but it's not where we are, you can't comment until you've been here a day.
Oh.
So, right, I'll change that for the next time we come on here. But that's why you can't comment at the moment, Catherine. My apologies. I will go back to the settings afterwards and sort that out. If you tell Barbara what you want to say, then that'll work for now. This is our first outing, and we're learning all the time. And that's the brilliant thing about it. One of the things that you can do, if you want to help, is that both Cheryl and I are trying to get to 50 followers, which is the goal. If you want to follow Cheryl and myself, then please do. That's the only call to action you'll find in this show. We're not charging for anything. And Barbara's saying that but there must be a messenger chat going on because Catherine's telling Barbara what to say and Barbara's putting it up on screen. Thank you. Wonderful.
I love this. I love this collaboration, and that's great.
It is. It is. Now, we learned at TwitchCon was on over the weekend, and BeLive.tv were there. Daniel and Sophia were there. Irene was there. Lyra was there. And Jeff Adams was there, Molly Mahoney, and they were promoting the BeLive.tv brand, broadcasting to Twitch. And there is a video on the BeLive.tv page. If you want to know more about BeLive.tv, then please visit the video and watch the video because it tells you everything you need to know. Daniel is quite open about how BeLive started, how many subscribers they have at the moment, and the way that they want to move forward. And there's a thank you in that video for everybody who's on BeLive, and it was good to actually watch that. But the thing that carries TwitchCon is that there are 1 million concurrent live viewers on Twitch at any given time. That's 1 million people watching Twitch. That's awesome.
Yes.
If we can get sort of a small percentage of that, just think. And the other thing to know is that when you do go live, you're actually not just getting the audience that come with you, you're actually getting a new audience as well. And the people on Twitch are as friendly as the people in BeLivers, which is great to know, and everybody's helping everybody else. Now, what have you discovered on your Twitch journey so far, Cheryl?
Well, what I've discovered is with talking with Jason, or no, it's Jacob, I apologize, who is the producer for David Burrows. He sent me a message after my live, and he said, I'm just kind of, it's going from memory here. I don't actually have it up. He said, it looks like that you're creating content to be shared on other sites. And he said, I just want to let you know that when you live stream on Twitch, you can't share your content on another site for 1 to 2 days, i.e. YouTube or anything else. And I said, oh, thank you very much, because how would I have known that?
Truly, because they normal thing to do would be to download it on the day because it's fresh content and you want to repurpose it everywhere. So
Yes.
that's good to know. Good to know. I don't think I
Yes.
broke, and if I did, it was by accident. Honestly.
And, and so, yeah, that's, I messaged him back and I said, oh, this is really just a show that, I basically took topics I did from a show I did on Be Live 2 weeks earlier. And I just, that was my show. I just redid the show. And I said, so I'm okay there, even though I'm using a topic. He's like, oh, no, you're fine. That's okay. I just wanted you to be aware that when you actually stream on Twitch, not to share it out to any other site for 1 to 2 days. And I said, thank you so much.
Well, it's good to know, and it's probably good practice as well, because then people don't expect a copy of the video straight away. You can actually plan it into your scheduler and deliver it 48 hours later, so they can reuse it.
Yes. And I learned that I had to go into the settings area and allow my videos to be stored. And you helped me with that, Steve. And I messaged you and I said, my video's gone. Like my first video I did was gone. And that's why. And maybe you could explain that.
Right. Yeah, that happened to me first time too. And I think it happens to probably 99% of the people who go live on Twitch, because we're all used to Facebook. On Facebook, every video gets stored, but it's not so on Twitch. On Twitch, you have to go into your account, into settings, and switch on store videos, and it just takes a minute to do. And once you've done that, then the recordings are stored. Now, if you are using Twitch for free, and there's no reason not to, your videos are stored for 14 days, which means you can download them for 14 days. If you're on Amazon Prime, or you are a partner, or you are an affiliate, then they are stored for 60 days. So what they're saying is, once you've finished the video, then please move it somewhere if you're going to keep it. So what they did then was that you can now, with the click of one button, send your recorded video to YouTube. And it's just so simple to do. You actually edit the video. You edit the video, put in the title and description and the tags, and then once you're happy with that, you choose the cover photo you want to go with it. If you can take one from the broadcast, or you can upload one, and that's the cover photo that goes over to YouTube. And then once you've finished editing, you just press export, and it exports the video to YouTube, and you don't need to do anything else. It will arrive on YouTube. It will have the title, it will have the description, it will have the tags, and your cover photo. And I think it's very well thought out. And the thing that we're benefiting from is the millions of people who actually use this platform before we got here, because they've tried and tested it, and we're here now, and we know it's going to work, which is absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely. And if I could jump in on that, YouTube, sharing it over to YouTube, it was so simple. I kept thinking it can't be this simple. And boy, it just went right over, and I didn't have to do anything in YouTube. I mean, I could, of course, edit it if I want to, but I didn't have to. And when we think about the steps that we've been taking to, download a video and then upload the video and then having to write, the new title and the new description and everything, that's all gone. What a time saver.
Totally. And Barbara is saying, no, this is a good point. I think this is one we're going to have to listen to, and as a group, make a representation to Be Live and to Twitch. She's saying, I'm trying to, can you read that?
I can't. I don't see anything. Oh, there's
All
something
right.
for you. I don't see anything on my end. I cannot see comments. I only see that there are 5 viewers. That's all I see, and that
All
we're
right.
live.
Okay. Right. I'll come to that in a minute. And my community are aged 45 to 80 years old. Not sure if I should be here. Right. I think, as far as we're concerned, our community ranges from people in the 30s through to people in their 80s. We were talking earlier about the only thing that would put people off is the advert. Yeah. Now, as far as the advert's concerned, when the advert comes on screen, you can actually mute it, so you don't have to listen to it. And we're getting a group together. We've already got Val, Cheryl, and myself, and we're going to make representations to BeLive.tv to ask Amazon to retarget the videos so they are, as Cheryl quite rightly said, we're in the podcasters category. So the adverts should be aimed at podcasters, not at gamers. So adverts for Xbox and the latest video game are interesting the first time round, not so interesting the second time round. And now that I've done 30 broadcasts, well, I'm not saying anything. But if we can ask Amazon to retarget, then you can bring your people here, Barbara. I'm sure if Amazon think that they're going to sell from it, then they will listen, because it's money at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
That's why they're actually doing this. So we've established that it's HD broadcasting, that it's HD recording as well, which is not on Facebook. And as Charles said, uploading to YouTube is so simple and straightforward that you've done it before you've even thought about it. You don't have to think about it. You just have to press the button. The other thing to note is this is an open system. In other words, Google can see Twitch. Yeah. And unlike Facebook, it can see your Twitch videos. So when you do a video on Twitch, it's going to go straight into Google. So when people search for you on Google and you go to the videos tab, you'll see all your Twitch videos. Now that's not true of Facebook video, because Facebook, you've got to log in and sign in. Twitch, you can watch video without being signed in. So Google can see it, and therefore this is probably a better way to advertise to the world than Facebook. What do you think?
Well, and from my background, in SEO, I mean, so when we are actually putting the titles in to our Twitch video, and when we are adding the description, knowing that Google is going to grab that, then we can load that with the type of audience that we want to target when they're searching on Google, where we want to show up. And so that's just what popped up in my head first, because I have my SEO background. And so I was like, woohoo, so like if I'm looking for people who are searching for, job loss, or searching for divorce, or searching for things like that, and that's what my show was about today, then I definitely need to make sure that I make that keyword rich, not flooding it with keywords for keyword rich, and getting that message out so that when people are doing a search in Google, that my video will come up.
Indeed, that's a major benefit at no extra cost. Right. The following question is via Barbara, but from Catherine. Do I need to log into Twitch using the same email as used for Amazon Prime? Will it recognize me? I'm going to bring that up on screen now. It's possibly easier to do it using the same email, but if you don't want to, then what you can do once you've signed up for Twitch is you can link your Amazon Prime account directly to that. What it will ask you to do is to sign into Amazon Prime using the other email address. Once you've done that, then the two are linked, and that's all there is to it. I've got different email addresses for Twitch and for Amazon, and the two are now linked together as far as Twitch is concerned. So no problem on that score. You can do that. And thank you, Barbara. I think they've made it as easy as possible, haven't they, really?
It seems that way. And one thing I wanted to bring up today is the show card, because I have noticed that many people don't have their show cards in, and I'm not sure if they don't know what size to create, or what, or that they need to do that, or that they're able to do that. Did you touch on that at all with any other shows that you were doing, Stephen?
No, we haven't. That's one thing we haven't approached.
Yeah, and I noticed that right away, because as soon as I signed up, I thought, well, I need to get a show card in here. There's got to be a way to do this. And so, of course, it shows you when you are in your channel, that you're able to upload a cover image. And so I just went into Canva Canva.com, which is
Mhm.
wonderful. I'm sure that most people are familiar with that. And I grabbed my show card that I use for Be Live to put it into the frame in Facebook properly. Thank you, Brigetti, by the way. Thank you, Brigetti. I want to give a shout out to her because she gave me the size for that. And so that's the same size I use for Twitch, which is it's a 1709. So 1709 by 1008. That's the
Oh, wow.
size I used. And I know I'm like, Brigetti, how did you ever figure that out? But I don't know. But that actually fits right. If you create a show card in Canva, you have to go to the custom size area because, of course, there's no size like that to choose from. But if you go into the custom area, and by the way, that's in the free Canva. It's not that I'm paying for Canva. That's the free area. Go to the custom area, enter those dimensions, and then create a show card. When you upload it to Be Live, I have to actually go back into my Facebook post and edit it and re-upload it again. And then boom, it pops right in the frame and it's in there perfect. It's because you know how they've been playing with those
Uh,
images and yeah. Well,
yeah, it's driving me crazy, this
Well,
Facebook.
Brigetti figured it out, so I'm not going to take credit for that. It was her, and I reached out to her. She gave me the information, so thank you. But that's the size I used for my Twitch, and I don't know if you can show my Twitch or not, but they can see what the show card looks like because
Okay.
it just popped right into the frame very nicely.
I shall endeavour to do that. Let me give me a chance to prepare. I'll do that next week. I'll show both their channels on screen,
Okay, good.
and I'll get my show card sorted out as well. Um, right. Okay. And Barbara is saying, or Catherine is saying, or Catherine and Barbara are saying, on YouTube there are tutorials about how to set up Twitch. Absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to bring that up on screen. And then they teach all about images and settings, etc. And can you share the dimensions again? Can you share the
Yes,
dimensions again, Cheryl?
1709 by 1008.
One, zero.
1709 by 1008.
And I've got that on screen as well now. So we'll leave that there for the moment. Nobody will understand what we're doing. We just the people are coming in trying to multiply the two together, thinking this is a maths show. Right. Okay. There's a lot of things to learn on Twitch, but we do have an advantage because we already have learned our craft on Facebook, and we're just transporting our camera skills over here, and that gives us an advantage because undoubtedly now that BeLive TV goes to Twitch, there will be lots of new BeLive users who didn't want to be on Facebook for whatever reason. Will be coming over to Twitch, and we will welcome them, and we'll go thank you from both of us. So that's good. And I can show, now you can actually, on Twitch, you can actually type the figures in and hide it and bring it back again, whereas before on Facebook it disappeared.
Oh,
That's cool. So that's good. If you are watching us now, you're watching Cheryl Piper and Stephen Healey. We have escaped from Facebook onto Twitch. We're enjoying ourselves and we're sharing what we've learned on our journey. And it's only been a short journey of about 10 days so far. If you want to join us any future show, then we'll post the link for future shows. So you can come on camera, you can try Twitch out for yourself and get involved. This is a community show. We want to everybody to have a successful first broadcast on Twitch, just like we did on BeLive.tv. And we are here to help, and we're here to learn as well, because as Charles said earlier, Mr. David Burrows knows a heck of a lot, and his producer, David's got a show producer. I mean, what's that about? But basically, when David and his son are game playing, obviously you can't sort of break off a game to actually answer a question. So I suppose that's where it came about. But show producer would be brilliant, because then you've got somebody who can actually monitor the comments and display them on screen. And we'll have to find out from David how that works, and hopefully invite David on the show next Thursday. Sorry.
Yes.
Slip of the tongue
Oh,
was
yes.
accidental, because David and I are on Twitch on Tuesdays, and we're talking about everything apart from Twitch. So that fits in very well. And we're looking for a title to the show. David's working on the graphics, and it will be our first live broadcast on Twitch. And we look forward to seeing you. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can watch the team from Belivers live on Twitch, and join in on camera. As we all know, that's how it works best.
Stephen, we
Right.
need a title for our show.
We do. We
need to throw that out for people to give us some suggestions. That would be great.
Okay, so let's do that. Suggest a title, please. So if you could suggest a title for our show, then please type your suggestions in the comments, or message Cheryl I after the show, and then we can start marketing. Now, the thing at the moment is that when you go live on your Twitch channel, the only thing you can share with people is your Twitch channel. So remember that there's nothing stopping you posting on Facebook, I'm live on Twitch at 1 p.m. Eastern. You can do that. But the photograph it shows is your profile photo from Twitch, so bear that in mind. And the other thing that happens is that I've lost my thread. Just let me recover the thread.
That's okay. I have a question. While you're recovering, I have a question. Yeah. Maybe we can cover this next week, because I know we're almost out of our time for this week. Yeah. But I was noticing that there are different chat rooms that you can create in Twitch. Like I created a room for my show, Heart Mind Conversations, not really understanding what that was. But from what I'm seeing, that conversations can be happening in there when I'm not even doing anything, when I'm not on. That's kind of, I guess I don't really know what it is. I'm throwing it out there.
I'm with you. I mean, I saw that and I thought, you can create a room. I thought, right, okay, I'll create a room. Yeah. My next question is, what happens next?
Yes.
Basically, what you can do, it's like, if we sort of do a parallel with Facebook, it's like creating a Facebook group. And you invite people into the group and you can chat amongst each other. As you said, when you're not live, people can come to that chat and ask questions, chat, raise topics. So it is the equivalent of a Facebook group. I think if we look at it that way.
Okay, that's a good way to look at it. Oh, and I did have a question, and I think I know the answer to it. Someone asked me this past week, can you upload already created video to Twitch, or is it only live?
No, you can upload created video. You can just upload it and put it into your collection, or you can upload it and you can premiere it just like you can on Facebook.
Great.
In other words, you can run the show as if it was live, but you can be in the audience and you can comment as the show is actually playing. So the other thing with that is you can actually schedule it too. So you could say, right, okay, I'm going to replay my show from Facebook on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Join me there and chat to me at the same time as it's playing. And that all works. That all works. So basically, eventually Be Live will have scheduling, but at the moment you can upload a video, you can schedule a premiere, and then you can take part in the premiere and chat. Now,
thank you.
The next thing is, who came with premiere first, Twitch or Facebook? That's our question, and we'll leave you with.
Let us know what your thoughts are on that.
Right, who got there first? And Barbara's saying, thank you from both of us. And from Cheryl and I, we've got a tradition. I open the show and Cheryl closes the show. So Cheryl, it's over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Stephen. And thanks for all of your wonderful information. And for all of you who are joining us live, and for those who are watching the replay, thank you so much. We know that you can spend your time doing a lot of things, so we appreciate you being here with us. And think about a name for our show. I'm going to say that before I sign off as well. Stephen and I need a name for the show, so give us your thoughts and ideas. We would love that. Have a wonderful day. Again, happy All Saints Day, and enjoy November. It's November 1st. It's autumn. Take care.
Bye.